All right, you ready, bucko?
Ready, bucko.
And we're back with the $1 Million Cleaning Business series with Stacey Habecker and Made a Mess Cleaning Services. Today's episode is about I'm not sure. Stacey is coming here with a surprise. She has something she wants to talk about. So I'm going to give her the floor and she can start off.
Okay, perfect. Well, thanks for having me again. So this episode, I kind of wanted to talk about my why and the reason why I've chosen to do this. I've had so many clients ask me, why a cleaning business? And for one, I mean, just genuinely because I like to do it. As you've seen me at the house, I'm constantly cleaning. So I do really enjoy doing it. And two, I think it's just about, the impact that I can make and in the difference that I can make in these people's lives. In a world where, so many people want these glamorous jobs or they want to sit at a computer all day and, not really have to move around a lot. And, here I am scrubbing toilets and running, around people's houses and dusting up high. And it's crazy and they're long days and it's hard work. But so many of my clients are just so thankful for what we do and the change we make in their homes. And, we're saving them so much time now that they have all this time to spend with their family, their friends, their kids. And most of my clients, they physically cannot clean, due to an injury or they're having surgery. And so the fact that they're, paying to have us in their homes, it's like, I'm just so thankful for them. So,
Wow.
kind of why I choose to go above and beyond for everyone, because it's kind of a luxury having a house cleaner come to your, your place of work or your home. So I am genuinely just so thankful for all these people who are willing to pay for that.
Yeah, that's definitely a good way to approach it, just
Yeah.
with gratitude and being thankful, like that people are willing to pay you money, especially because you charge probably more than average too. So it's kind of like,
Right.
thanks even more for, trusting
Yeah.
in my ability. But yeah, you do tend to like cleaning.
Yeah.
Comes home from a full day of cleaning and then cleans the house that does not need to be cleaned.
But I see the things, the marks on the walls and the baseboards.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So with the end in, just liking the feeling that you give to customers, is that something that you would have ever expected before you started? Or is that something you realized after you started, hey, this is just a benefit that I didn't even realize would be the case?
Yeah, it's something I wasn't expecting.
Yeah.
I'll be so stressed out some of these jobs, and then they'll come home and they'll see their home and they're like almost just in tears practically, some of these people, because we're not just going into these homes and cleaning. We have gone into houses where we've completely reorganized things and like rearranged things just to make it look nicer. And they're like, oh my gosh, I had no idea that my place could even look like this. This doesn't even look like my house.
Right.
Like their jaws just dropped to the ground and they're like, I would never have been able to do this in a million years. And for me, I'm just like, I get so emotional about it, kind of.
Wow, and they can feel that too. I actually was kind of talking about this earlier today because I was talking to some of my movers and I was like, why are we not getting that many like reviews online? Like, not negative or positive. We just, we'll get like a few good reviews a month, but compared to how many jobs we do, that's not a whole lot. I mean, we're not necessarily pushing reviews, but we call every single customer after the job, and almost every single customer gives us a 5 out of 5 rating on all of our metrics, which is a perfect as far as our metrics goes. But there's not many people who are like, wow, this is the most amazing thing. And one of the guys pointed out that, because I used you as an example, that you're constantly getting these 5-star reviews like every other day.
Yeah.
And then someone's like, well, if you're cleaning someone's house, it's kind of exciting because you get like, there's like this transformation, like things go from dull and dusty to this like shining magnificent. And they're like, with moving, if everything goes perfect, nothing wrong whatsoever, everything gets moved in, you do a good job. It's like, good job, you moved some furniture. Now scoot along. you know,
Right.
get out of here. It's just not exciting. They're almost still
Yeah.
like, they're almost like annoyed that we're even there, even if it goes
Yeah.
perfectly.
Right.
Where with cleaning, it's like this excitement, like, oh, wow, look what you guys did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
There's not really that spark with moving that.
Yeah. I
So
see
that's
that.
definitely, you know, a benefit to
Benefit.
starting, you know, a cleaning business. So I can definitely see that. And I know I'd feel excited if clients are like, wow, you know, I can't believe this. I know I've done a
Yeah.
few moves where that's the case. Like people are just like, God bless you, you know, that was so, you guys are
You
so
angels.
wonderful. Yeah. You took care of everything so nice, you know, that kind of thing. But that's so rare that like just does not happen very often. But I can see
Right.
with cleaning, that's
Yeah.
definitely.
Well, moving in general is just kind of stressful. It's a whole stressful situation. Nobody wants to do it, and it's just
Right.
it's chaotic sometimes.
Yeah, people have to change over all their utilities. They're
Yeah.
worried about address changes and, you know,
Right.
all that kinds of crap. And last thing they want to do is like thank a mover or be
Yeah.
excited about it, you know.
Yeah.
Plus
Get
the
heck
bill,
out now.
plus it's expensive to move. You know,
Yeah.
if you're moving to even an average size house, you're looking at $1,000. So they're probably more like begrudgingly paying
Yeah.
as opposed to like a couple $100 clean where they're like, wow, you know, my life has changed.
My life
I
has
could,
changed.
yeah,
Yeah.
I got to come home.
had someone who basically just gave this whole huge testimonial like over Facebook and posted this huge post because she was just so grateful for what we did, and we kind of like changed her life in a way because she's like, I had no idea that walking into my house would feel this great after it being cleaned
Right.
and like rearranged a little bit. So yeah.
Yeah. One thing too that I didn't realize when you were going into it, that most of your clients would be like either injured or sick or that kind of thing. That
Yeah.
was something that was unexpected to me, but makes total sense
Yeah.
in hindsight.
Yeah.
So
Like I would say I've got a handful of clients at this point who they just physically cannot clean their house themselves
right.
due to an injury or, you know, and just, you know, their bodies just can't do that kind of
Yeah.
stuff anymore because it is hard on the body. So
Yeah. So I can definitely see that giving you a bunch of gratitude. And like, you know, these people, like they can't even clean their own house, and then you're running around cleaning all these things. You got to kind of be like, well, you know, this is hard work, but at least I can do it. So I know that's how I would think about it. And
Exactly. Yeah, I'm so thankful. I kind of got hurt like a couple weeks ago. I don't know if you remember I had like a pinched nerve or something, and I was like,
oh, I
my
remember.
gosh. Yeah, that was a long 24 hours, and I was just like, oh my gosh. The next day when I was feeling okay, I was like, I'm never gonna take my body for granted again, because it can do some pretty amazing things, and it can move quick, and it can lift heavy things, and
Right.
I'm so grateful to have my health, you know, and
Oh,
a
yeah.
lot of people don't. So
Yeah, I know every time I'm injured, you don't realize
Mm-hmm.
like just the little movements and things, you know, that you take for granted.
yeah.
I remember like when I broke my collarbone and I dropped my phone off my lap and I went to like go and catch it and just like jacked up my shoulder even worse just from like flinching, just like something small like that. But I mean, back to why you start a cleaning business. I mean, initially the reasons why we landed upon a cleaning business are none of those reasons, but they still stand.
They do, yeah.
The reasons being, the biggest thing for me is it's a reoccurring service. Once you get in good with a customer, they want you to come back and back and back. I'd say it seems like at least 50% have you come with at least monthly.
At least monthly.
Yeah. So you have a combination of monthly, bi-weekly, and then some do weekly, very few.
Very few do weekly, yeah.
Yeah. So that's the most attractive thing to me when I was looking at the cleaning business, because I know I've said this a million times, but the lifetime value of that customer is just so high. And a customer that you get to see once a week or every other week or once a month. I mean, even every 3 months, that's just worth so much, because you do a good job. They're just going to keep sending you back. That's another downside of moving, for instance, because people move, you know, the most frequent people move is once a year. And the people who are moving once a year, they're not moving a ton of stuff. That's like a small apartment, you know. So we do get repeat customers, about 30% of them. But like I've been in business for almost 6 years, and now we're kind of, you know, cycling through all those jobs that we've done in the past. So the lifetime value is much less for moving than it is for cleaning.
Right.
But with moving, your jobs are much larger. You know, it's not
Yeah.
uncommon to get a $4,000 job.
Yeah.
With cleaning, you're not going to have that
No.
But Stacey actually did land a pretty darn big reoccurring client recently. You could probably talk a little bit about it. It was a home where she's going to clean weekly, and the person agreed to $200 of cleaning services a week, which is $800 every 4 weeks, or almost $10,000 a year from one single customer that she's just going to be able to every week make
Yeah.
$200. Like, that's just a glorious customer.
And it's a house where it doesn't even need us. We go
Yeah.
in and I'm like, okay, we're here to shine some of this stuff up
Yeah.
because it's just such an easy job. So I definitely got lucky there. But, you know,
Yeah.
I don't mind the, you know, dirty jobs where I have to I almost enjoy those more because I love seeing the transformation. I
Yeah.
love going into a house where it's just like, oh my gosh, where do I start? And then we leave and I'm like, ugh, it just feels so good.
Yeah.
Like I get goosebumps thinking about it.
Yeah, just the feeling of like a job completed. I think that's something that's missing in like a lot of office type jobs where you work and you don't really see your work. That's one actual
Yeah.
benefit of a mover as well, though, because back when I was doing all these moves, it would be so satisfying, like pulling the last thing off the truck. You're like, I literally just moved an entire home. Like,
Yeah.
I would always think that to myself. Like, it was so satisfying. You'd fill
Right.
up this whole truck, unload it, the last piece. You're like, I just did all that.
Yeah.
And then you're going to
That
go and
is-
do another one,
right.
do more tomorrow. Like, it's definitely
Yeah.
satisfying with that kind of thing. But yeah, back to the unglamorous aspect. I think way too many people are trying to be part of or to start cool businesses.
Yeah.
And I luckily learned this lesson pretty early on that cool businesses are way harder to earn money in. There's just way too much competition, too many people who are in these businesses just to look cool. There's money in the unglamorous, uncool
Yes.
things.
Yeah.
I learned this early on when I started a small like sports supplement company. We sold like pre-workout. It was cool because it's like this sports supplement in sports, you know, it's just, you know, cool sounding, but there's all these marketers and dollars and everything is being spent to out cool the competition. And I
Yeah.
realized like, I don't want to be a part of that. I'd rather be a part of like the less glamorous,
Yeah.
but you know, money coming in the door, kind of necessity staples that people need. So yeah, I think that's a huge point as well.
Yeah, because a lot of people they look at me and they're like, "Okay, you're gonna clean my house." It's like, yeah, and it's so not glamorous. I mean, you see me daily, like this is after working all day, you know, and it's not glamorous at all.
But you're making it glamorous. So
Maybe,
maybe you're
yeah.
starting a whole new category.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, the goal once Stacey starts hiring people is to hire more people like her, like kind of turn the tides on what a cleaning company is. And then hopefully eventually start charging more than anyone else is charging because she's doing things so different and, you know, so unique, going above and beyond. And
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, because we do a number of things that is just so different when we go into these houses. You know, we're fixing blinds. We've talked about that before. I'm cleaning out the dog bowls because everyone's got a dog in their home.
Oh, wow,
and
yeah, I didn't
they're
think about
all
that.
slobbery and gross, and you just don't think to clean that kind of thing, you know. And we're going and we're cleaning that. We're cleaning doggy doors because those get really dirty, and then they see the difference, and it's just like, wow, wait, you did that also? I cleaned your friend's house, and we literally took the whole thing of blinds down because they were pretty dusty, and we took them out back and we hosed them off.
yeah, what cleaning company is going to do that?
I know,
Right.
because it took less time to do that than it would to just wipe every single blind separately. But yeah, I mean, we did, and they were like, "You did what?" They were so shocked, but then they were just like, "Oh my gosh, this is amazing! Thank you." So we're just doing things differently.
And yeah, I mean, back to that was another reason why we decided to start, because we knew that there's so many cleaning companies out there, but so many that aren't doing it that well.
Yeah.
There's just so much room for improvement and room for growth. So, I mean, just in summary, the reasons why you're running a cleaning business, correct me if I'm missing any of them. So just this feeling of satisfaction that you feel after cleaning someone's home, the ability to help out these people who aren't able to clean their own homes, the reoccurring income, the fact that there simply are so many terrible companies out there not doing a good job. Am I missing anything?
No, I mean, just the general, I mean, honestly, just that helper's high. Have you ever heard of that? Like helper's high?
No.
Whenever you help someone and you just feel so good
Oh
afterwards.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so it's just, that's what I love the most. I like making money, of course, but the feeling of helping these people and now they have time to spend with their kids and their family and their friends and they can go out and do these things and they don't have to worry about cleaning their home. That to me it means way more than any
Yeah.
amount of money.
The service aspect. Well, that mentality will get you far for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Cool. So in summary, there's many reasons why she started this business, and I guess she's glad she started.
Yeah.
Beyond monetary, because obviously she's making bank. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you have a profitable day.